Good day, global citizens. Welcome to another episode of Dr. Fajembola's Opinion. On this episode, this is our inaugural, the first time we'll be discussing a book. I know my audience are used to scientific publications, but apart, we're trying to bring on Dr. Fajembola's Opinion. Our books with regards to health of global citizens. So these are inaugural. It's the first time we're doing this, and I'm very, very sure you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed interacting with the author. So, global citizens, do join me to welcome Paula Yost. I hope I pronounced your name right.
You did it great. Thank you.
Okay, what is the title? Miss, Mrs., Doctor, Professor. What is the title? Oh, you are just
Uh,
comfortable with Paula Yost.
I guess technically I'm Paula Yost Esquire. I am a lawyer and a licensed clinical mental health therapist. Everyone can just call me Paula.
Okay, Esquire, that's so beautiful. Actually, you are the second attorney lawyer I know is working in the field of health. I know lawyers, the world is so integrated, and you find doctors now in the field of law, lawyers in the field of health education. Like it's an integrated world, and I'm so happy to discuss with you on your book and listen and learn from the aspect of an attorney and a mental health professional. So necessary. I don't think anyone who argues a cleft palate surgery is not necessary, then they don't know what a cleft palate is.
That's correct. That was my
Exactly.
experience. Um,
Exactly.
that was my experience. So my oldest child, my first biological child, my son, he's my cleft palate baby, not to be confused with my preeclampsia baby. But my
Yeah.
first child, that the preeclampsia baby was baby two. But baby number one was my cleft palate baby. And I think that because people see on television the excellent work that Operation Smile and Smile Train are doing, those are two nonprofit organizations that do a lot of work in Africa and India in order to help correct craniofacially different children. I think that because of those advertisements, people think it's just one surgery, and it's not. One surgery is good with like helping to rebuild the upper lip and the parts of the nose that are not there, but it doesn't take into account other things that you may need. My 12-year-old has had five surgeries. He's had orthodontia since he was 3 years old. He's had speech therapy, significant, like daily speech therapy for years and years. And he's probably still going to have a considerable amount of surgery and also dental work.
Advocacy as an individual.
Well, I think that my legal background has made advocacy easier for me because I went to law school in the early 2000s before I ever had my children. So I was good at school. I was kind of a nerd. And so I got some really solid professional training on how to be an advocate. So some of the things that I think stand in mother's way include people pleasing, wanting to be liked, and also just not being confrontational. A lot of women have been taught that you can't, be angry or make us stink or act like something is wrong. And so they tend to walk away from meetings about their children with schools or pediatricians or whatever, feeling unsatisfied and like they're not getting the result that they wanted or that they were looking for. But very thankful to be alive. And it made me very thankful my baby was alive. And I credit our lives with my husband, actually. My husband is a medical professional. He is a registered anesthesia nurse. And so what happened with me was I was about 26 weeks pregnant and I knew I wasn't feeling well. Like I was swelling a lot, but I didn't know what preeclampsia was. I'd never heard of it before. I mean, I knew that like in your fourth, when you get to the end of a pregnancy, people start talking about it and you have to pee in a cup a little bit more. But I had no idea really what preeclampsia was. And so I started swelling pretty significantly.